Alright, Joe, fuck that. It appears that the fucking, website is, cutting me off a couple minutes on each of the first two fucking parts that I did. So I'm gonna fucking restart from fucking scratch. Y'all ready for this? This is the Dougalotus web show entitled The Dougalotus Show. Yeah. And, starring me, Dougalotus. And, yeah, you kind of picked me up at a pretty good time because this will be the first episode, but starting next week or next month, I'm going to be doing the second episode. And as you know, next month is October, and that means Halloween and my birthday. So yeah, you get a holiday special in the second episode. How's that? And then boom, right afterwards, you get the freaking Thanksgiving special, and then after that, the Christmas special, and then we'll do I don't know. Give me some time to think about it. As I said, we got until January to get this, or for me to get my shit figured out. Anyway, the whole purpose of this web show, as you probably are wondering, is just me, I guess, talking about a bunch of stupid shit for the first episode, then me doing some Halloween type conversation, I guess you'd say. But anyway, don't have any guests to join me today, but I do plan on having some special guests come in later on for later episodes or some shit. But yeah, as I said, this is just the introductory episode. And moving right along, I remember back when I was 13, 14, some shit like that. Well, you fuck it. You will probably watch the first two parts, and if you don't, or did not, I guess I could just quickly touching on that subject. I was playing Final Fantasy that they were using the currency called Gil, and I got kind of pissed because they're talking about going fishing, cutting up a fish, using fish parts as freaking currency. Bet if I were to go into McDonald's and be like, "Yo, can I get a McChicken?" They'd be like, "Nah, get the fuck out." And then I was also talking about another game I played, which I remember the name finally. It's Secret of Mana. It was a game released for the Super Nintendo back in the 80s or 90s. I don't remember, but anyway, they were talking about the currency gold pieces, and I like that personally because you could take, or when you buy a piece of armor or whatnot, if you were doing this in real life or whatnot, you could they could be like, all right, 50 gold pieces. You could break them off chunks that are that big, right? Or and then you go to another shop or whatnot. You sell that exact same piece of armor for 25 gold pieces. You get 25 gold pieces that are boom, and it's one of those things that you're like, damn. Anyway, moving right along. Today's not very been a very good day for me. I took a final in math and I honestly did not do very well. I fucked it up. I sucked, and I'm starting to stress that. Damn yo, what the fuck? I should have studied. Anyway, as if you watch the first two parts of the first episode, which this is going to be the new first episode, so you could just disregard half the shit I said on that, because that shit won't even exist in a few minutes. But anyway, as I said in the first part, I'm not sure if it was still up on there or if it got cut off by the damn website, but anyway, I am in fact a smoker. I've been smoking for, or on and off for 5 or 6 years, give or take. Anyway, I did at one time delve into some drugs, and I'm proud to say now that the only drug I use is caffeine and nicotine. And yeah, I don't smoke pot, I don't drink anymore, which I'm all done with that. But yeah, speaking of smoking cigarettes, though, I have adopted a form of smoking called smoke the halfie. And basically, what you do is, as it's referred to, you only smoke half a cigarette at a time, put it out, and then when you need another cigarette later, you light the halfie up. It's very financially friendly, because you can make one pack of cigarettes last you just as long as 2 packs of cigarettes for the next person. But anyway, moving right along. Um, yeah, as I just said, I probably failed a math test. I'm a student at Kent State University. I'm a freshman, and I should be a sophomore this year, but I did make some stupid decisions, and I ended up failing a couple grades in high school and junior high, and yeah, that kind of just screwed my life up right there. But I did end up getting as close to on track as I could come. Anyway, I'd also like to talk to you about my profession. Other than this web show, I plan to be a author, and I'm also thinking about maybe becoming an English teacher. I know that's probably going to scare the shit out of a lot of future parents out there. I'm sorry, but hopefully by then I will have matured a lot. But anyway, yeah, as I said, I'm an author, and my books, like a mix between Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. It's going to be entitled Kingdom Wars, the prelude to, well, I don't know really yet, but I guess I'm probably going to just call it Kingdom Wars, the prelude to destruction or some shit. I don't know. But the second book is going to be called Kingdom Wars, the key to revival. The third book is going to be called Kingdom Wars, the path of oblivion, and then the fourth book is going to be called Kingdom Wars, um, the grace of creation or some shit like that. I don't know. They're working titles right now. They're not like set in stone. Basically, those are for my books what duct tape is to a car. It's a current fix, but you can't like use it as a permanent solution. You know, like duct tape is for a car. What my title is for my books. My books are the current, or my titles are the current duct tape for my books. Anyway, I remember moving right along. I remember this time I was coming back from a doctor's appointment from Erie. My mom's like, "Let's go take a drive around this whatever the fuck it's called, peninsula. Yeah, whatever. It's a little piece of land that jets out that's surrounded on water by water on three sides, and I don't know what possessed me to do this, but every 13, 15, however many seconds, I was saying the phrase "clicka durka durka." I don't know why. I just started doing it. It sounded cool in my mind. I guess that's probably why I started saying it. But yeah, it annoyed the shit out of my mom, dude. She was constantly telling me, "Doug, shut up. Don't want to hear about clicka durka durka this." Okay, but yeah. How about that? I guess I must have said it like at least 700 times by the time we left Erie, PA, or the Shriners Hospital in Erie, PA. To the time we got home, I must have said it at least 700 times. And funny story about that, it's actually become quite a phenomenon within my family. Everyone's talking about, or starting to say it, and my niece and nephew are saying it too. And I'd like to say I love those kids to death, but unfortunately, I probably won't be able to see them for a while because there's been a falling out in the family. And anyway, I'm not going to really get into that because it's kind of a personal matter. But anyway, another funny story about the whole "clicka durka durka" catchphrase I invented, which in the event that it does become something big, I want to clear out any misconceptions right now or any misunderstandings. I created that. It was solely me. My mom was right there in the car. You could ask her yourself, which she probably won't be a special guest on one of my future episodes. But yeah, as I was saying, one of the funny stories I have is my sister Courtney. She's currently going into the army, which I support her 150% on that. But anyway, she's all talking about when she came up on sick leave or medical leave or whatever the fuck they call it. She's all talking about how she met this guy named something Kadurka, and she in the medical bay, and she actually started telling him about the little catchphrase that I invented, and so it's starting to spread outside the family. And if you are watching this, I'd appreciate it if you spread the word, if you will. But anyway, yeah. How about I one once upon a time did have plans of possibly becoming a video game designer. Um, that's all fascinating and whatnot, and I really like to do that.